And now we are live, pal. Microphone's on. You can hear my voice. You can hear me sing. If I were to sing, but that's not happening. But now I'm rapping. Don't get stung like Sting, because I'm dynamite. You're probably dying, right? Because I'm not that slick on the mic. I see how it is, aight. But today I come. How do I not know something that rhymes with come? And it ends there. Okay, I got a few topics on my mind that are really non-stories. In my opinion, they don't really matter. Who really cares? But let's talk about things like this. First of all, the new Pokemon Snap is an awesome fucking game. And even though it's only like an 8 out of 10 game, the addiction and everything that it's doing for me is hitting. First of all, Spider-Man leaks. Is it true? Is it not? Alfred Molina spoke about some stuff. These leaks seem to confirm more or less. This is what I am taking from it, from the leaks, that all of Spider-Man's villains from the previous movies will remember that they died, and then they'll be put in the MCU, which is Earth 199999. Like comic book Earth is 616, and the MC was 199999. So they will all appear here, and they'll be like, "Yo, that's Spider-Man, right?" Because what do they know? He's wearing red. He's wearing blue. Spider-Man. They try to beat him up, and immediately my brain goes, "Remember how Homecoming ended with Aunt May seeing Peter? What the fuck?" And let's go. The very next movie, it's like, high five, Peter. Oh, I gotta keep my secret identity from everyone else, but it's okay that you know Aunt May. Remember how they belittled the end scene? Likewise, the end scene of Far From Home was Spider-Man's real name. Spider-Man's real name, it's Peter Parker. What the fuck? We're gonna erase that moment, that shocker that it's Peter Parker, because if all of Spider-Man's villains from the old movies are going to appear in the MCU, then that also means that Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield version, the Tobey Maguire version, or maybe one of them, because it looks like Andrew Garfield is saying he has no idea. Sick lie, bro. So with another Spider-Man appearing, and with Peter unmasked, all he has to do is be somewhere where Spider-Man is not, Tobey Maguire, and that Peter Parker, the Tobey Maguire version, will clearly be the Spider-Man, and Peter will be like on the news, like, "No, how could I be there and here at the same time? It's definitely not me, guys. I don't know, we might need a restraining order against this Mysterio, what's his name, Quentin Beck guy, but it's clearly not me. I'm exonerated." They can easily dismiss things like that, especially with multiple Spider-Man in the universe. I remember seeing this in the cartoon. You guys remember Spectacular Spider-Man, where they see me in my suit, but happened to be on Halloween, so like no one's guard was up. But still, you can't have that many situations in a row. Like, fuck, aren't they gonna ask questions when Infinity War, he's on the bus, they all leave, and that's when Spider-Man appears with Tony Stark? People didn't see him on the bus swinging and zipping and zapping off of the bridge. Too many close calls for Peter. But yeah, this will exonerate him, I feel like, when you see the Tobey Maguire version somewhere else. Hello there, General Kenobi. MCU Spider-Man actually wears red and black. Yeah, it's true. In the last, but they'll change it up. They just gave him a new suit in Amazing Spider-Man issue 61 because they know that the movies have to have a new suit to sell new toys to the suckers. I mean the customers who want an action figure that represents that film. So yeah, they switched it up from dark blue to black in the last movie, so it's unknown if he'll go back with blue. It's unknown what color he'll wear, whether it's a a lighter version of blue, or freaking white, or Tobey Maguire could give him his and say, wear this one. I'm saying Tobey Maguire instead of Peter Parker just to be more simple. But whatever universe number that Sammy Raimi directed, that guy, Spider-Man, will be there. So that's what I think about with Spider-Man leaks, right? Right. Next topic. The Black Superman. Yeah, I know you're intrigued to hear me talk about this one. Here's what I want. A black hero from the DC universe to be the leading role of his movie. So I want that, right? Just because I want that doesn't mean I'll take anything. Like, I'm pleased to see, what's her name? From the 007 movie. Oh man, she was Monica Rambeau, Marie Rambeau. What was her name? That woman who played that role in Captain Marvel. Glad to see her in an action movie with a leading role. I don't care for it being 007. I actually dislike it because it's happening with the 007 branding, trying to be put on her as if she can be a James Bond when we have a history of James Bonds. No. So I'll take... Damn, what is her name? I wish I knew her name. Do you know her name? You're not ready to chat. Well, with that woman, I'll take her in a lead role. I'll be happy for her and glad for her, but you can lose my interest. So with Black Superman, I'll take Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan, whoever it is. I'll take it, but then when you make it a Superman movie and you call the guy Superman, which is a white guy's character, which I know they did Elseworld stuff. I don't care for the Elseworld stuff. You know me, that's just been a consistent thing I've been telling you guys about alternate timelines and alternate timelines and Elseworlds. You guys saw my review on this comic book. I don't know why you guys care about Heroes Reborn, whoever's reading it, but it's not my cup of tea. I don't care about Val Zod and Calvin Ellis. Maybe I made it seem like I cared about it in my earlier video when I talked about it. I'm just alerting you to, the characters exist, but like I don't care about it at all. I want Icon. I'll take that. That's a great story. Are you talking about Icon here? Look, there are many black heroes with their own story that would be amazing for a movie of their own. Jon Stewart, Steel, Static, Vixen, Icon, Hardware, Bronze Tiger, and so many more. We got a new person in the chat. His name is Polot Ocote. We were never given a title. I don't see how you can call this a title change. You didn't actually think the generic fill-in title Captain Marvel 2 was going to be the actual title, did you? I think you're copy and pasting with the wrong guy, buddy. Polot Ocote. Guy who I've never seen on my channel before. Guy who subscribes to me though by the looks of it. You know what we're gonna do, guys? This is very important. I gotta know when this guy's account was created. I got time today. So let's go to my video. I gotta share the screen also, don't I? His name is Polot Ocote. You see that, right? I'm copying. Channel. Nothing pops up. Tartar sauce. Usually when people write divisive comments like that this guy just put up here, is usually to confuse people to divisive. It's just to influence people a certain way, and dude's still writing stuff. Like, back to you, Fenner. I mean, I think Michael B could play an amazing icon. He played a lawyer in a movie, Just Mercy, that was basically the mirror of Icon's secret identity. I would take it, but like, and dude is still beaking. I would take it, but Michael B is Killmonger. Michael B, he did say some stuff when they talked to him about Black Superman, and he did mention Val-Zod and Calvin Ellis as if to say Clark Kent is the wrong idea. He did say something like that. But yeah, man. Still talking. Next topic on the docket is the new Pokemon Snap is an amazing game, even though it's only 8 out of 10. The new Pokemon Snap is where you can take pictures of Pokemon, and there's 4 different tiers of picture you can take with them. And with every picture, every round and every course, you might get like one new high score, and you figure out things like how to get the right size, how to get closer, how you hold L, you'll slow it down. Amazing. Perfect game remake. That's how you do it. Where will Blade appear? Blade has a movie. It's been announced, but nothing since the announcement of his film has been, how do I say this? There's been crickets. I think that this means he's going to show up in a film first to set him up, and then we'll get to the actual Blade film. We've been seeing project trailers and special welcome back to the movies. They mentioned Fantastic Four, not Blade. Why? Who knows? But with Blade appearing in a movie, the most likely candidate is the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Where the hell are the vampires to begin with? That movie could bring them in. That movie could be the Comics Codes Authority being broken. And we get the vampires and everything that Blade brings. If I'm talking about a Disney Plus series, a series he's very likely to appear in that we know about would have to be Riri Williams' Ironheart, because issue 596 of Invincible Iron Man, he shows up at her doorsteps. It might be 598. Shows up at her doorsteps and tries to tell her what she should do. Go to MIT. Don't join the champions. That guy shows up on her comic. So if we're talking Disney Plus, I lean Ironheart. If we're asking about the films, Blade will appear there next. Emily Blunt said what? Emily Blunt. Everyone wanted her to be the Black Widow. Schedule conflict. She actually explained that she had a deal with what studio? 20th Century Fox studio, that she was going to do another movie because she did Devil Wears Prada. And that was around the time Iron Man 2 was being casted and in talks for that film. So Emily Blunt couldn't make it to be Natasha Romanoff. Cool. Let's get it for Sue Storm. She said there's too much comic book movies. It's oversaturated. She's saying that it's the comic book fatigue. She said, no. I agree that there's too much, but I also don't watch everything. I don't watch the CW Arrowverse, so that's already, Cloak and Dagger. I did watch season 1. I started season 2 and I didn't finish it, even though I have the greatest service in the world, Disney Plus. It's the greatest service because they had me on it. And Behind the Mask, minute 56, 48 seconds in. Emily Blunt said she would not do the film. No, she didn't say she would not do this. She said she was sick of the genre. Doesn't mean she wouldn't do the film. It means to me, if she is doing the film, she's willing to lie about it. Tatiana Maslany, the She-Hulk actress, was maybe the first one to lie about it. She said she wasn't She-Hulk. Tutus? She is She-Hulk. There's lying going down here in Marvel, and I love it. Ewan McGregor's another one of those guys who just, I don't know what's going on. I can't take it. He needs to learn to do what Emily Blunt is doing if she's doing this and lie about your role. So, Emily Blunt, if you are the person for the job, then you're really committed, and I want you even more. And bring John Krasinski with you to play Reed Richards. I kind of got attached to this casting. Realistically, if they don't end up being the role, I'm not going to flip out or wig out because nothing was promised to me. I just kind of see it like, this is great. Get the husband and wife to work on a project together. They can still spend time and see each other. Family time is really important and whatnot. This is awesome. They can do their movie schedules because how often would that be in the household where, yeah, honey, I gotta go do my movie. He's gone for a month, comes back, and now it's her turn to do a movie for a month. They go to the same movie. The kids will love it. It's so harmonious. I'm thinking about the family here, guys. So that's the Emily Blunt. She said she was sick of the comic book genre, superhero stuff. It's kind of true when you think of everything, but don't watch everything. Be like me. In my mind, we only have the 4 Disney Plus series this year and the 4 films. So that's 8 superhero things that I care about. Is Batman coming out this year? I'll watch Batman. I'll check that one out. Skinny Batman. Robert Pattinson, who doesn't want to go to the gym. I'll check that out. Back to the comments, which there are a lot of. Howdy. What's going on, LB? Benver says, Jordan ain't gonna play Superman because he's a nerd and an actual fan of the character. So he's refusing to play it. Yeah, I hope it's that way. I don't think we'll get anything on Blade for a long time. 3 years is a long time, and I don't think we'll get anything in 3 years. Because they showed us the slate to 23. It's not happening. Let's see here. You're agreeing with the bot. I'm clicking on the bot's words. I'm just not reading them. Like, if I'm calling you out for being a bot and you're not, refuting what I'm saying to you, you're a bot. Next topic. Emily Blunt. If you're just joining the stream, I covered the Spider-Man leaks and how this is how Peter Parker can be outside of his suit and say, I'm not Spider-Man, because all the other Spider-Men are going to be around. See, that's Spider-Man. You feel me? Then we got Black Superman, which I don't want to see this film, even if it's Val Zod, even if it's Calvin Ellis. Superman's this white guy. He goes to Kansas. That's the story of Superman. I'll take Icon. See, I'm not saying I don't want black superheroes in lead roles. I'm saying I want them to be themselves, original characters, without the baggage of of Superman. On this, I said this is a fucking 8 out of 10 game, but it's the best 8 out of 10 game that's ever happened. Blade, I told you, will appear in a movie. If he appears in a movie, it'll be Doctor Strange. If he appears in a series, it's Ironheart, because there's a precedence. Bob Chapek is the next topic. This man is a more business-minded. That's cool. But instead of creators being in the position to create, he's a fan of the Ike Perlmutter method. Kevin Feige reports to this guy who was in charge of marketing and blah, 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 blah. I hope that the conversations like that have never reached Kevin Feige's desk. I hope that Feige has made so much of a name for himself that anything Bob Chapek says to him is going to be like, bruh, I don't care who you are. I'm Kevin Feige. You could fire me, but I'm still going to continue my way. I don't know what Bob Chapek can say to Kevin Feige. I don't know what I could say to Kevin Feige that he doesn't know, that Kevin Feige might not have the answer for. I immediately thought of something I can tell to Kevin Feige. His thoughts on WandaVision and Doctor Strange in that Rolling Stone article bit. If those were his full thoughts, I could tell him something about how wrong that is. But that's about it. Kevin Feige is running the universe pretty well. with a couple of flaws here and there, but Bob Chapek has nothing on this man. So Feige should be okay. It's the Lucasfilm side of things that I worry about. That should be worried. I mean, how much worse can it get than Kathleen Kennedy, honestly? Who, like, so they should be worried. If Favreau and Filoni don't get the promotion to president of Lucasfilm or something like that, I'd be worried about that. Bob Chapek introduces executives in places they don't belong to be in. I am worried. Bob Chapek is the reason why Disney stock is tanking. They also projected that they have 103 million subs, and they're supposed to have 110 million subs. I mean, okay, so you fell a little bit short. It's not wrong to fall short, especially with a new service. You don't know where the ceiling is, but it looks like we found the ceiling. 103 subs. Mandalorian got it up. The Marvel shows got it up. And if we're at 103 by now, I don't know what Disney Plus can do to get to, let's just say 130 subs. I don't know where that 27 million subscribers are going to come from in the United States, Canada market, in the India market. They do need to do something different, like maybe a rated R. I don't know what could be done. Original content is cool and everything. It's awesome. The Marvel audience is the biggest audience that's going to make that change. So don't know what's going on there. Bob Chapek, I'm down on. Does anyone here have opinions on Bob Chapek? Normies to nerds. What's going on, normies to nerds? Thank you for subscribing to my channel, as it indicates with the little YouTube button there. You have a cool channel, and I checked you out, and I'd recommend you guys checking out Normies to Nerds. Just another guy talking about nerd stuff. Paula said, "I'm not a bot." I mean, oh, you're not? Oh. I was wrong. I'm so sorry. I misrepresented you. The last bit, what was my last topic? Bad Batch. Featuring the world's greatest New Zealand voice actress. I had to check if Dee Bradley Baker was doing her voice also. He's not. But the fact that I had to check shows you how good he is. Omega, the cute little girl, has her own room on that ship. Wrecker made it for her. Wrecker's so nice. She has something going on with her. The fan theories are everywhere. What was yours, Fenrir? That she has the Force sensitive, was it? The cloning that's being done. People are asking about Star Killer. Could this be a character who gets canonized? I'll take it. I'm thinking about maybe possibly Omega. She has the powers that, what's the leader of the Bad Batch's name? The Rambo one? Tracker? Maybe she has the heightened senses where she can see, smell, and hear things from far away. Maybe there's got to be something with her. She's talked about how much experiments she's been had done on her, the way that the computer has been, hooked up to her, and how she doesn't like that. There's something up with Omega. And I love saying her name that way. Omega. Not Omega. No. Like Kenny Omega. Goodbye, good night, bang. Omega. It's a very great voice. I love the way. I love the vowels of the New Zealanders. Because they're everywhere. It's a mystery bag. Is this an I or an I? The first time I said this letter, the second time I said this letter, it's a funny voice. It's a cool accent that I appreciate. I'm not insulting anyone from that portion of the world. I'm just having fun. So the Bad Batch show is leading to more theories. I did wish that they would have longer episodes for everything. They're still in that 25-minute range. You can't have it all. But I'm still continuing my Disney Plus subscription for this show until Loki pops up. And when Loki comes, get answers. Loki is going to solve my time stream problem because I have no idea what's going on based on an image from a trailer. I still haven't watched the full trailer, but I did see the image of a line going this way and a line branching out and branching out and branching out. I need to know what this timeline stuff is. Did they visit different universes? Bad Batch and Star Wars, they could be doing universes. World between worlds leading to a time where Ahsoka Tano died and speaks to Rey Palpatine in the final movie. I don't know. If they do that, they probably haven't solidified that. They probably are... Whoops. The water dropped. They probably are waiting for the leadership change before that idea gets pitched. But I know Favreau and Filoni are probably speaking to each other about decanonizing or introducing different worlds between worlds so that that sequel trilogy that may or may not have happened, may not or not happen, may or may not happen. That's my opinion on that matter. Did I just finish my 5 topics? Yes, I did. Okay. Let's end the stream there. I've been chill. What are you saying here? Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, used by Christians as a title for Jesus. It's the copy and paste for me. That's a clear bot. Bot, do bot, do it up, do bot, do da da ooh. And broadcast. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for joining me.